Good afternoon. Happy, wonderful winning Wednesday. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. I am your host, Dr. Sabrina. I am coming before you today to share lots of great things, share many gratitudes, and a little more stories. Hopefully, that will all bring you focused into your path to financial freedom and financial peace. So, today I wanted to start by just saying thank you. I always start with gratitude. And I want to say thank you for referrals. Let's start there. I want to say thank you for referrals, first of all. Um, I want to say thank you to all the new followers and the engagement of people, both on Facebook and Instagram. I know it kind of threw a little, or some of you may have been thrown off a little bit because I've been changing some things. You're going to see a lot of changes coming with compassionate strategies. All good, all very good changes. As we prepare to enter 2022 in the awesomeness that it is already sharing light, joy, energy in 2021, and it hasn't even come yet. Um, so, just you're going to see a lot of changes along the way. One of them was changing the Instagram name. So, I've been called out multiple times, and it was because I wasn't acknowledging all of who I am, I guess you could say, or the work that I've done to um, get where I'm going and how I'm to serve others. So, uh, under great guidance through um, multiple people that cared for me to be honest with me, upfront with me, um, yeah, so they called me out because I wasn't using the things that I worked for. And it's even hard to do it now. So I started saying Dr. Sabrina. People have asked me, well, how did you come to teach people or educate women, mothers in specific, is really where my heart is, about financial freedom, financial peace, just financial education. Well, it was a long journey. It was one that started from a little girl. I shared one story with you guys before in a previous video where, as a young girl, I would go to the store with my father, and he would open his wallet, and I would be able to count the money in his wallet at a quick glance and be darn near accurate, if not accurate, every time, just at a glance. And at first, it kind of drove him nuts. But like I shared, even when I told the story originally, it began to be an asset for him with his business when it came to keeping up with the contracts and so forth that he had with individuals and businesses when he was running his landscaping company. And over the years, God has grown that in me, and it has been a part of my career as well. So, my doctorate is in healthcare administration. If you're familiar with administrators do, money. They want to make sure everything keeps spinning. So they have to keep track of where the dollars are going, um, making sure it's coming in and going out appropriately. And I did this for years for other companies, managed portfolios of over $900 million at one point in my career, and saved companies millions of dollars over the years, whether it was an annual basis specific to a certain contract, to a specific project that may have been launched. And from the spiritual side, God was even grooming me to walk into this arena in my 20s when I was teaching in the church that I attended in Atlanta. Um, I taught Crown Financial. And it didn't really hit me until I was talking to my coach the other day, Shanice, and she asked me, like, what have you done? Who is Sabrina? And you kind of go, huh, that $1 million question that you get asked in an interview. So, who are you? It's one of the hardest questions that you can answer. But to fully delve into that and begin to acknowledge and accept who you are, who you've been called to be, how you were created is extraordinarily powerful. So I wanted to share just a little bit of that with you guys today. So when people ask me, it is hard because you feel almost like you're gloating when you say, "Oh, I'm a doctor." I've never been a person that's been big on titles, but I have all the alphabets behind my name. Yes, I'm Dr. Sabrina. I also have my project management professional license. I'm Six Sigma Green Belt prepared. I've had certifications in financial arenas for healthcare. And, there's just been this path that I didn't even see. To be extraordinarily honest and transparent with you, I didn't see. I didn't see how moving into project management years ago would have groomed me to be in the place I am personally and professionally. So I don't take that for granted, and I'm extraordinarily grateful for all the opportunities and trials along the way because I did not start off getting it right. In my 20s, I was a hot mess when it came to money, and I didn't know what to do with it other than spend it. And it took a lot of falling down, scraping my face, not even my knees, my face, when it came to messing up with finances, getting upside down with debt, avoiding bill collectors, payday loans, you name it, I tried it. Credit card debt. Um, and just slowly I began to wake up because I was fortunate enough to have friends and family around me that may not have been sitting me down to teach me the lessons on how to be financially responsible, but they were taking the time to do it themselves and allowing me to bear witness to the shift and the changes in their lives. So by the time I was 25, I purchased my first home, and it was an eye opener. I went into it extraordinarily uneducated, didn't understand closing costs, down payments, didn't understand um, even to have someone to make sure that the home truly was valued the right way. And back in the day, you could buy a home for less than $100,000 in Atlanta still. I'm aging myself, but hey. So I did. And, bought a very nice home, starter home, of course, 3 bedroom, 2 bath home, on the outskirts of Atlanta, and began to understand it was time to change. I had to grow up and do things differently if I was truly going to live the life that I wanted. I had a great paying job, worked at, um, I will not call their name, a large company, um, a large telecom company that paid me well, taught me a lot, and I'm extraordinarily grateful for the opportunities that I received there, and especially the friendships that were formed there. Still friends with a lot of the people there. Um, Actually, that's a large part of my business circle now. So I share all that not just to ramble or go into, who's Sabrina, but who are you? When is the last time that you actually sat down to discover who you were, where you were heading, understand how even the grimiest parts of your life were grooming you to be where you are and where you're heading, and to stop and give gratitude? I mean, this is the season for that. We tend to stop and take a little time around this time of the year to really give thanks and acknowledge what we're grateful for. And so I wanted to encourage you to do that. First of all, take the time to figure out who you are. Even if that requires, like how I did, talk to a couple of friends and go, so who do you see me as? Hear them out. Not just anybody. Those trusted people in your inner circle, those family and friends that you truly believe and trust, and those that have been placed in your life to give guidance, and wisdom to you so that you can begin to understand, well, is this how I want to be seen? And begin to make the changes to adjust to where you're heading and where you're supposed to be. It's extraordinarily powerful, can be quite emotional. And if you allow it to be, it can be life changing in a very positive way so that you can continue on your journey of peace and freedom. And, I always speak on financial peace and freedom, but it lends to more than just money. It's the foundation. Yes, if you have money, it does seem to make life a little bit easier. Let's be honest about that. But truthfully, when you have that inner peace and you're not worried all the time, you're not carrying a lot of burdens. I mean, there's some things that are going to bother you. You're human, but you know how to find your peace again because you know not who you are, but whose you are. It makes a big, big difference. So I feel like I was preaching a message here, but that wasn't my intention. However, I'll be used as I'm called. But I wanted to just encourage you to stop and figure out who you are. Because when you do schedule a session with me and you want to start talking about your financial goals and where you're heading, if you don't know, I don't know. I can't create the path for you. I can throw some ideas out there and we can see what sticks. But ultimately, um, you've got to go into your prayer closet and get real clear about those things, and understand who you are, what you've been called to do, who you've been called to serve. And in that same frame, things are changing in compassionate strategies, and they're shifting. So you're going to see over the next couple of months the website change, the marketing change, the posts will be changing. You'll hear more about Dr. Mama Wealth, and really stepping into the arena that God's called me to be in. But I want to thank you all for just truly your support, your guidance, your love through all of this as I grow and just really tap into where I'm supposed to be. So thank you. I hope you guys continue to have a wonderful winning Wednesday. I hope the weather is amazing where you are. It is absolutely beautiful in South Carolina today. And I hope you're having a great day and that you continue to have a wonderful week. Until next week.